Hi, welcome to another vlog that starts with me in bed. No, there was no vlog last week. There was meant to be, but the only real footage I had was me trying to cook whilst extremely drunk. No one needed to see that. Things got really busy last week, so yeah, things just kind of didn't get recorded. But this week, yay, it's Tuesday today. Yesterday I spent most day doing readings. Which is kind of my day job, really, doing the readings. There hasn't been a craft video out for a while. I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of different things to do. I still want to do the loom knitting ones, but there's only so much you can knit. So I'm looking for different ideas. I've got a few suggestions for knitting ones, but I want to space them out with other crafts. And this month's tarot video is way overdue. It's like 5 days overdue. No. Yeah, it's 5 days overdue today, but I'm going to do it tonight. Because today's a little bit quieter on the readings front, so I'm going to do that later on today. I've done some this morning. It's now like 2 o'clock, so I'm going to have some more lunch and go for a walk, I think, today. I've also been doing a lot of reading, because I used to do a lot of book reviewing, and then kind of didn't. The whole sort of like video upload schedule for this channel has just gone out the window now. It's just kind of like, whatever I want to do, that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to start doing sort of book logs, I think, as well, which is quite cool. I might just make them part of the vlog, actually. Just do like a book of the week. Although the one I'm reading at the minute is it's not a new book, it's quite an old one. It's not dead old, but I'm reading The Secret of Crinkly Hall by James Herbert. Get that in. There we go. I really like this book. I like James Herbert, though. I haven't read any James Herbert since I read Once, which I absolutely adored. And this came from sort of a second-hand bookstore that was at an event with us last weekend. And I was like, oh, I just want something to read. So I picked that up, and I'm reading it. I read fast anyway, but I'm really caning through this. So, yeah, it's good. But yeah, I'm going to go and have some more lunch and go for a walk. Hello. So it's Wednesday today, which is technically my day off. Although, it probably won't be. I've got some stuff to do. I didn't actually do the tarot last night. Stop it! Kittens being little monsters. So I'm going to do that tonight. Yeah. I don't like taking time off at the minute because, well, basically I'm just trying to earn as much money as humanly possible because we've got the tax credit reforms and everything hit Northumberland next year, which I know it sounds like a long time off, a year away, but for people who are self-employed, it basically just puts this huge deadline on your business having to hit a certain amount of profitability at that time, which is, it's not too big a disaster for us because we've been running for a couple of years, so we are due to hit it. But for new businesses, it's basically like you can't start a business anymore. Yeah, which is a bit horrendous. And of course, if you are hitting the targets, you've basically wiped out the entire tax credit system anyway. Because the targets that they set for you to be able to sort of say, right, yes, this is a viable business, are over the level of that which you could claim tax credits anyway. So the government's basically completely shafted us, but you know, the Tories, we're not surprised. Political. Okay, that's the one and only political. No, it's not the one and only political comment you'll get. Who am I kidding? It's the only one that'll name a specific party, okay? So yeah, but Wednesdays are normally quite a slow day anyway, so it's normally the day where I go, okay, today I'm not going to do sitting doing readings and admin. It's normally the day that I do either craft stuff or editing or videoing or creative stuff. So yeah, and I have like just took the decision to not end hedge-witchery, but end it in the guise that it's been in for the last few years. It was a very, very simple site. It then got very complicated, and it's now going to go back to being simpler. Purely because, two reasons. Because of the hosting and amount of time it costs to run it as a more complicated site, it's basically not sustainable on a sort of business or financial level. And the second reason is it's just too much work, to be honest. Maintaining a site of that size with that many features, and it's just not bringing the reward. It's not being used enough. It's just not worth it, really. And I don't think it's actually needed. You know, that's not me being bitchy going, I've made this wonderful site and people won't come to it. I think between a lot of the social media functions that people use anyway, it's not really massively needed. So yeah, I'm going to dial it back a little. So that's happening. I thought I'd be quite upset about it. I thought I'd be like, oh no, my grand designs failed. But actually, quite relieved that I've kind of made the decision now. It feels like a bit of a weight is lifted, because it was the one part of the business, because it wasn't being used as much, that got neglected. But I still had that kind of like anxiety voice going, but you should be doing it. So actually just going no and pulling the trigger on it is actually it's quite good actually. It's a bit of a weight lifting. So yeah, I have to now build the new site. That's going to take its place, but I love doing that. I'm really sad. I love doing stuff like that. So yeah, I need to build a new site, not until October. It has to be ready in October. I will start building it and I will be ready in October. Yeah, but today I'm chilling a bit. I want to go for a walk, but the weather looks horrific, but it's not due to get any better, so I think I'm going to have lunch. Quite an early lunch actually, it's only about 11 o'clock. Watch some TV, and then go for a bit of a walk. Get some filming done. I might do another guided meditation video or something. We shall see.